Hey everyone, and welcome back. So, it's diagnostic day. Some diagnostics. I've already started having a look what's going on with the boot of the car, because it doesn't work. The reason for that is car going past. Someone's had a go at trying to adjust this top glass. Also, it didn't work, so I had to use the manual override, and that's why the little latch button didn't work. That's been disconnected and crushed a little, so yay. It's also missing a plastic cover that goes over everything here. The wiper at least moves freely, which is a plus, because that is horrid if it doesn't. Ask me how I know. As you can see, someone's already had a go at removing the spoiler and messed a few things up. So, little bits there left. I had to disconnect everything and get the rest of the spoiler off. So, but the mechanism itself has actually snapped off here. You can see this side where it is obviously fine, but this side it's snapped and it's put a little dent in the roof and chipped the paint, giving it a good scratch in there as well. So the plan will have to be removing these two bolts here, removing that there. You can already see that there's some paint chipped on it as well, so again, looks like somebody's tried to adjust things and the earth strap over here is disconnected, so there's obviously been some playing going on here and it's resulted on things being broken. So, or they've tried to fix it and given up. But yeah, I'm not the person to give up on this. So what I'm going to do is take these two bolts out here, and I should lift this whole mechanism out, as well as also change where the bottom half of the tailgate sits. As you can see, it doesn't sit straight and everything like that, so it's going to need some adjustment. But yeah, it'll get there. I think I may just change the tailgate altogether. I do have a spare that came with the car, because this one also has a bit of rust there, which is not so great. So maybe I should paint and replace the tailgate while I'm at it. Probably not a bad idea. So, it looks like tomorrow, or Sunday, I might be taking a trip to the salvage yard to get one of these. Because obviously it's snapped there, released the tension, and literally just chewed its way through the paint of the car, which is not fantastic. So yeah, yay. I need to get this off as well, because this is just supposed to hold the spoiler in place, but someone's just wrenched it out. So lo and behold, yeah, definitely some silly buggers going on here without things getting fixed properly. It's really annoying when it's not fixed properly. Yeah, look at that spring, the whole thing's loose. One of the neighbours has got a new Lamborghini Urus. Cool. Anyway, rest of the car, we've got bubbling on the arches here, which I obviously need to fix. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. I'll say this, but yeah, it's surface rust. It'll be fine. In the structure, it's Good. Yeah, just blistering and scabbing. Pull it down to clean metal. Treat it, prime it, paint it. You know the deal. Yeah, look at that. That is a Supra ready to get put back together. Rest of the car, this has got a little bit of a dent in it. This is a replacement fender apparently, so that needs to get corrected. The gap there when it was obviously replaced needs to get sorted out because it doesn't fit with the body lines. So the bolt in here needs to get adjusted, and in here, and it sucked in. Front is fine. This coil spring has collapsed and been partially cut out, so it's going to be a case of some lowering springs maybe. I mean, I'm not one for a slammed car, but it's definitely pretty awesome seeing that ride height versus that ride height or that ride height. Kind of cool. So maybe I'll get some 35-20, so 35-20 lowering springs for this, and get rid of the M badge. Can we? Oh no, that's just the glue. Oh, it looks worse. I'll get something to get the glue off. I mean, yeah, it looks like this wing as well. Also just need to bring that in a bit. Just sticks out a tad. Maybe the door's been adjusted. Yeah, looks like the door hinge has probably been adjusted, because that actually fits pretty well with the skirt. Or, nope, the skirt just needs to get attached properly. That's what's going on. And then that needs to get adjusted. Door's fine. Just these little pop rivets on the side skirts. Somebody's obviously snapped one here somewhere. Some more scabbing over here. And I don't know whether I've spoken about it, but the actual car itself, the main reason it was so cheap is because the crankcase ventilation system was in the process of getting replaced, and then the previous owner noticed that the diesel valve had failed. Oh, I've actually got a failed diesel valve in the back. So I'll look at this quick and hope this thing doesn't clunk me on the head, because with that hinge being broken, it doesn't want to stay. No, those are tools. That, I say this while holding it up with my head. That is a broken big diesel valve. The intake actually has two, so you can see the throttle body and the replacement crankcase ventilation system. But yeah, replace that bracket. Oh yeah, you can see why that's so dodgy. Whole thing's just like, definitely see why I took a gouge out of there. Yeah, this needs to get replaced. Well, as I replace some of that and fix some other stuff, I'll take you guys along. You can have a look. I mean, it's the spoiler slash wing. At least nothing looks broken here, which is a plus, because these are a little hard to get a hold of at the moment. Everyone's grabbing them out of the salvage yards. So yeah, without me rambling anymore, and get on with this, bring you guys along. Oh, charge the battery. The battery does hold charge. The interior, I was busy playing around yesterday, just to see what the iDrive system, how it all worked and everything. Still works beautifully. It doesn't have the navigation discs, I'm not surprised. I'm going to try and get some navigation discs in the meantime. I do want to change it for an Android unit that still uses the iDrive. It's a rather nice system, but that's later down the road. I need to get the car working first. So anyway, the interior stuff works. The sound system absolutely bangs for a stock OEM Plus, you know, optional extra sound system. So that's definitely cool. And heated seats work, all kinds of other stuff. The other errors all went away now that the battery's charged. The only one that still lingers is the airbag warning, but I think I'll actually change the steering wheel now while I'm thinking about it, and while the battery's off as well. Change the steering wheel to the old one to get rid of the error, and then we'll plug it back in and see whether the error goes away. If not, I got the diagnostic unit out. There we go. Diagnostic unit, haha, and a spare tailgate. So, we'll do that. Yeah. Or I'll finish with the boot a bit there and just cover things up in case it rains. And yeah, I'll adjust that top glass a bit just so the latch can actually be opened, and fix the latch, make sure it works. We'll do that first. Let's do that first. Right, I'm thinking before I change the steering wheel out, I've already pulled it out of place, but still connected and such. Before I put that one in, let's go ahead and quickly check the fault codes, see if I clear them, and see if they go away. If they don't, then I'll change it over. Right, I have gone ahead and got some fault finding done. So, turns out our little switch here doesn't work as far as being able to unlock the rear hatch. I've realigned it so it sits nice and flush along the way. But thank goodness the diagnostic unit allows me to open it, so you hear that pop? It works. So it means the mechanism works, and if we try and short that out manually with this little bridge wire here, let's see if I can do this while filming, and 1 second. There we go. While filming, well, I can't see it now. Oh, yes, I need to take that off first. There we go. Then I can bridge it in there, and there we go. You can hear the mechanism click. So that's good. Means the wiring all the way through works. So it's just a little switch there that we need to fix and find out what is wrong. So hopefully, and fingers crossed, hopefully, it is a simple enough fix, because those switches have a tendency to get really stuck to the center shaft that holds this entire mechanism in place. And if you pry on it too hard, you will break the rear glass. So, the steering wheel with resetting the airbag error lights doesn't solve the problem. So I'm going to put the other steering wheel on. So I'm going to do that now. Right. You can see my reflection. Hello. No fault codes. No fault codes. No iDrive errors. Old steering back on. All good. Well, that's a result.